Hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. Today we are talking about the Tokyo Lifter Film Festival and this is the first official roundup. Or did you do a roundup last week?
Well, we sort of did the launch. So this is our first roundup where we're going to be taking a closer look at the stats from each of the 5 programmes. And the first time that we're going to be looking at who's in the lead currently in the audience choice selection of the votes. So of course we've got jury going through all 5 of these programmes as we speak. Ooh. Which is very exciting. Jury based in all different corners of the world, including Japan, of course. But yeah, this is going to be looking at the top 2 films from each programme that are currently leading the way.
And this is focusing on the audience choice and the audience votes so far. We do have the chat room open, so please do say hello if you are watching this in live time. So yeah, let's crack on.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to start with New Voices shorts first. And the stats that we're going to be looking at are how many people are watching, how many votes are currently placed, how many playthroughs of the films on the programme in total, combined from everyone watching there, and the playthroughs. So if we start with New Voice shorts, we've got 138 people currently watching. Wow. 75 votes in. So still plenty. Of course, we're not even halfway through the festival yet, so that's not surprising. People watching from 25 different countries, and this is a good one. There are 1,089 playthroughs. So
wow.
We've already hit 1,000.
And this is essentially the first 2 weeks of the festival.
Exactly. Amazing. Geographically speaking here, I don't have this for all of them, but I just noted that we've got the most people watching here from Japan, China and Hong Kong on this programme. So that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of local film and lots of local engagement there.
Should we find out a little bit more about the films then?
So here we go. So the 2 films currently in the lead on this programme are Sunny Afternoon. This is leading the way in pole position with 17 votes. So this is directed by Ricky O'Neill from Ireland. 2 old friends, Francis and Martin, have met on the same beach for over 40 years. One day things dramatically change and their meetings are no longer the pleasant things they used to be. So this is a lovely 6-minute short. There we go. Oh, sorry, there we go. If this would work. There we go.
Oh, sneak peek there.
Sneak peek. And in second place on this New Voice Shorts programme is For Her, directed by Valeria Wickwell from Hong Kong. So possibly why we've got a high stats number from Hong Kong and China there. Very exciting. And Valeria is joining us in the focus groups, which we'll speak about more at the end.
Yes.
As this is an experimental student short, Jane struggles to write a story about rape but ends trapped in her emotions as she attempts to capture the impossible. Very
Do let us know if you have seen any of those 2 films. As I mentioned earlier, the chat room is open, so it would be great to find out your opinions on the films that we are mentioning here today as well.
Absolutely. Nat, do you want to run us through the stats for the Trendsetter shorts?
Sure. So the Trendsetter shorts, they are currently on 83. 30 votes are come in so far, 22 countries and 779 playthroughs. So again, big numbers for the start of this festival.
Absolutely.
Let's find out a little bit more about each of the films. So Yangyang and the Hello Monster by Catherine Cheng is from the USA. This is a personal story with characters based on family members and memories from Hurricane Katrina, Wilhelm and Charlie, Ivan and Francis. The film centers the director's young sister and their childhood growing up Chinese American. 8-year-old Yangyang, Jackie, is determined to protect her newest pet, a tiny turtle named Lucy, at all costs, even if it means chasing down a massive hurricane called the Hello Monster. So this is an animation. It's 6 minutes long, and it is currently on 6 votes.
Fantastic.
And then A Whole New World by Diego Sakane from Japan. Harata meets Yoko through a matching app and becomes dependent on the girl of his dreams. Sakane, a film director, begins to feel uncomfortable with his own existence. So this is a short live-action narrative. It's 29 minutes long, so a longer short, so it's great to see that there's a lot of votes behind this film, and it is currently on 4 votes.
So if you're feeling a bit existential, it sounds like that's quite a philosophical one there. Talking about judges select shorts now. So we have 68 people currently watching. 42 votes in. So obviously, still plenty of time. 21 people are tuning into this programme, from 21 different countries across the globe. We had quite a lot of people watching from France on this programme, which is pretty cool. And lots in the USA as well. 639 playthroughs. So again, that is a lot of indie film watching, which we love to see. So currently in the lead, though, at the moment is Irises, directed by Jun Kuramaya from the USA, a Japanese production. Following their mother's funeral, Izumi and Michiko return to their mother's home to confront a life without parents. Japanese-American immigrants, the two sisters occupy new roles as the only existing generation of their family. A 15-minute short here.
Nice.
And then, secondly, The Fairies Cats. Amazing. Directed by Diane Launier and Laetitia Hughes from France. It's a documentary this time, so it's nice to see a different genre. On the remote island of Lamu live 20,000 cats for 20,000 inhabitants. Well, go there and you have your own cat. Arrived from Egypt over the centuries by boat, these felines have a particularity. Their lineage remains identical to that of the cats of the pharaohs. The daily life of these animals, both free and closely related to humans, allows us to discover the ancestral and mythological links that unite cats and humans. Sounds fantastic. This was filmed in Kenya, a place I love. Go and check it out. This film rated really, really highly with our judges, and it's great to see a lot of people enjoying it.
Yeah, great.
Amazing. So then it's on to the trendsetter features.
So we've got quite a few films in this one that are matching in votes so far. We've had 28 viewers so far, 13 votes, 18 countries with 245 playthroughs.
Which for features
is pretty
means
good.
A lot of time, a lot of minutes spent watching. That's cool.
Absolutely. So let's find out a little bit more about these films. So as I mentioned, we do have quite a few tying in on 2 votes. There's 5 films that we'll be mentioning here. So here are their posters. Claire, please take it away with the first one.
So we've got La Amable Euphoria de la Danza, directed by Miguel Castanet.
Then we have Tsunami Killed My Bandmates by Yapi Guvava.
And Don't Forget Them, directed by Cameron Karim. There we go. And also on 2 votes.
Also on 2 votes for the Trendsetters features, we have Invisible Man in the Mist, directed by Yangyang. And then The Cars That We Were Dealt, directed by Jennifer Davis, Andre Blaze Rogers.
Amazing. And then last but not least, we have our judges select features. This is a smaller programme, so we've got smaller stats here, but it's still really exciting and lots of buzz going on. We've got 16 people watching, 15 of whom have already voted. So those things may change. People watching from 10 different countries, and 61 feature films have been played through on that programme. So taking a look at the 2 currently in the lead, it is Why We Fight, directed by Jeremy Norrie. It isn't easy to have a successful career in combat sports, so why is it so common for athletes to train and stick with it when they face adversity? These 3 fighters from different disciplines tell their stories of personal struggle and how they have used martial arts to empower themselves and help others in the future. Very cool there, an American documentary on 6 votes. And then just behind it on 5, La Flam Rouge, directed by the Mays brothers, a German film. One traumatic night unravels the life of retired cycling champ Rick Van Pelt. Driven by paranoia and a waning sense of self, he invites his friend and a top rider, Isaac, for drinks and some target practice at his lake house. A drunken Rick uses this opportunity to confront Isaac, who he suspects is having an affair with his fiancée, Valerie. The night takes a sudden and unexpected violent turn. So there we go. So those are the films, like we mentioned, currently leading the way in the audience choice. as we keep saying, plenty of time for that to change. And just worth mentioning again, our judges will be selecting their own finalists from each of the programmes as well.
Absolutely. We have a few comments in the chat room here. So
Nice.
one from Ricky saying he's absolutely thrilled to be a part of this great festival. To be currently leading the new voice category is a great honour. Thanks to all who's watched Sunny Afternoon and those who voted. It means a lot. And Val has also said, same over here. Great honour to be number 2 with For Her. Thanks all for watching. And then she also says, Ricky, I'm watching Sunday Afternoon tonight. Very excited. And that's exactly what it's all about and why we love doing these streams, just to make sure that everyone is getting caught up with what our audience is loving, what our judges are reviewing, and how the festival is going on together.
Absolutely.
And you're all part of the Liftoff Members Hub. So this is just a reminder, previous to moving to the Members Hub, we also had a Festival Hub. If you're still part of the Festival Hub, you were sent an invite to join the new Members Hub.
Absolutely.
So please make sure to click that, because all of the action is taking place in there and the other platform is no longer in use.
And lots of exciting stuff going on. We've got people throwing some Japanese film information and quirky fun facts your way, which it's nice to see people.
Well, I had no idea that this was shot completely guerrilla, almost.
Yeah, because of what a low budget it was. So they said they had no choice but to just wing it in certain parts. Which, as I've actually put here, is why they chose such a lightweight camera and to make sure that they didn't have to use lighting.
Amazing.
Which is very cool.
Are you a fan of Lost in Translation?
I love it. I think it's beautiful. I think it looks beautiful as well, and it's her favourite of mine. It's my favourite of hers. I wish these were mine.
I'm just nodding along going, yeah.
Oh dear. We keep posting stuff like this out because we really want to get you guys talking and engaging with each other. So absolutely use these posts. Tell us what you're looking for. Tell us what you're doing. Tell us what we can help you with. And we will get back to you. We've got people talking about looking for producers. I've seen people are looking for screenwriters. Certain scriptwriters are looking for people to read their work. All sorts of things going on here, which is really exciting. And also just bits of information that, I don't know, somebody else asking for something, you might see it, and it's always good knowledge for you too. We get this a lot, like Stacey looking for funding, and there's all sorts of different schemes depending on where you're based. So yeah, just keep your eye on these threads, and we'd love you to join in the conversation.
Yeah, exactly. And if you have a skill that you're happy to share with our network as well, put that in there so people can reach out to you. Because like someone else said the other day that they work with music licensing, which is a fantastic wealth of knowledge that person then can give to our community.
Absolutely. And speaking of our community, Nat.
Yes, so the peculiarities of Mr. Marler. So this is the first film that is taking part in the Filmmakers Retrospective. On a bi-weekly basis, on Fridays, we will be releasing films that have either won or have been nominated in the Liftoff Season Awards. This is the first film. This is The Peculiar Abilities of Mr. Marler, directed by Paul Phillip, who is in the comments there. He's pinned at the top. He is the director. There's also the sound design creator of this film in the chat as well. So if you do have any questions for them, do head over to the YouTube channel, watch this fantastic film, and speak directly with the filmmakers. Look at all the comments that I hear already.
It's fantastic.
We are super excited by how this has gone so far. And with the first one, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
The next one is a film called Game, which screened with us back in 2017. It literally screened with us in 4 different cities and then won several season awards as well. And that's directed by Jeannie Dunhone. Game.
A whole load, as Natalie said, of top class short film coming your way. So do subscribe and keep your eye out for those every other Friday.
Fantastic.
Amazing. Well, I think that's it from us for now. If we haven't got any more questions in the chat.
There's no questions, but just a few more shout outs. So there's one here from Matthias. Really nice festival. Great honour to be included with my documentary, The Glassblower. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you so much. And also from Samuel saying, morning all, I'm in New Zealand, so it is 12:13 a.m. Oh, well, thank you so much for staying up so late and catching up with us.
Yeah, thank you so much. As always, enjoy another week of indie film watching ahead, and we'll be back on Friday with probably a whole new set of films, more stats, which will hopefully be climbing over the next 7 days. I think that's it from us, though.
That is everything. Have a lovely weekend.